day for me. I'm wearing it to humble myself because I'm probably not going to walk out of the house with purple lipstick on, but I don't want to get full of myself, so I want to take the focus off of, you know, looking cute up here for you, even though I think I do kind of look a little cute with this purple lipstick on. I think I'm even tempted now to wear some purple lipstick. Man, I hope I didn't, you know, I was going to wear it as a distractor to myself, but I'm kind of liking the way this looks, so you might see me in this again. Seriously, I want to step outside of myself. I want to trust my luck and see what's going to happen. So today's video is about trusting your luck. Is gambling wrong? Is gambling right? I mean, should we do it? I don't know. It's up to you. It's up to your conviction. It's up to your witness. What do you think you should be doing?
I'm gonna hit that number.
Now, if you're looking over your shoulder and you can't tell people that you went to the casino, then it might not be right for you. But if you can tell somebody that you went to the casino and you gambled safely and everything was okay at home and you didn't go and spend your rent money, your mortgage money, whatever, then it's okay for you, I guess. So you have to make that call. You know, now if you have to go to Gamblers Anonymous or something like that, then the casino may not be the place to hang out like an alcoholic. If you have to, you know, watch your environment as far as drinking alcohol and being around people that drink alcohol, then going to a bar is just not the place for you. I mean, you have to use discernment and you have to understand where you are and walk in a level of understanding of what's right for you. Now, you can't do things or not do things based on getting the approval of people. If you're doing things just to get approval of others, like, okay, I'm not going to be, you know, gambling. I'm not going to go to the casino, or I'm not going to hit that number because, you know, what people may say about me or whatever. But guess what? They're going to talk about you anyway. So do it because you feel like that's not the right thing for you to do. Not because you think somebody's going to say something about what you're doing. Because trust me, everybody has something that they may be doing that they may not need to be doing. So I came to a place where I had to look at myself like, you know, I'm not really a gambler or anything like that. I'd like to go to the casino sometimes. I like to buy a lottery ticket sometimes to scratch off or whatever, especially when the lottery is like $1 billion. So I'm sorry, or a few $100 million. I don't know. I mean, I think I want to play the lottery at that day and time, that point in time. But you know, you have to decide what's right for you. Now, if you're looking over your shoulders and you're afraid of who's going to see you buy a ticket, then that might not be the right thing for you. I remember this one incident where this brother was in the store, and I say brother because we went to the same church, and my intention was to go in the store to buy a lottery ticket. That was the only reason why I was going in the store, to buy a lottery ticket. So now I see this brother walk in and I know him from my church, and I'm like, should I buy a lottery ticket now or what? And it's like, I'm just like lingering around the register, but I'm not paying for anything. And so the brother was like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, hey, how you doing? And we, you know, exchanged a couple of words or whatever. Lo and behold, he's like, you buying something? And I'm like, well, you know, and it's like I'm stunned then, because I'm like, okay, do I do what I went in the store to do, or do I pretend like, you know, I'm holier than thou and, you know, you never see me buying a lottery ticket? So, you know, I had to make a choice at that time whether I was going to buy a lottery ticket or was I not. And to be honest with you, it was some years ago, so I don't even remember what I did. I think I walked out of the store. I don't even think I bought a lottery ticket, to be honest with you. But I think I did learn something at that point that, you know what? I have to make choices for myself. You know, it's not that I'm hard up and desperate to buy a lottery ticket. It's just that, am I not doing something because I think that somebody's watching me do it, and, you know, what are they going to think about it? Or do I really have a conviction that I think that that's wrong? You know, that kind of goes back to when I first gave my life to God, and I was at a, you know, holiness church, and at the time, you know, women didn't wear pants. And so I cut up all of my pants, you know, trying to make skirts. I messed up my wardrobe. I had just graduated college, so I had a lot of clothes, you know. My credit cards were maxed out, and that's because I had bought a lot of clothes before I graduated college. But my point is, I was concerned about what the people would say in church about what I was wearing. And so I cut up all of my pants trying to make skirts and just totally destroyed my wardrobe. You know, I think I was probably looking a little crazy walking around with, you know, a skirt that looked like it had an inseam. You know, I don't know. It was kind of crazy. It's still kind of crazy now when I think about it. But I mean, that's where I came from. You know, that's what I had done. So it's like now as I'm getting older, I'm thinking like, I don't want someone else's opinion of what I'm doing. You know, should I go to the casino? Should I buy a lottery ticket? You know, should I, you know, whatever. I don't want it to be based on what somebody else is going to think about me. I think maturity comes whenever you start making decisions that, hey, I'm going to follow the word of God, or hey, I'm going to, you know, do what I believe is right as far as my witness is concerned. Not, oh, I'm afraid of what you're going to say about me. I want your approval so much that I'm not going to do certain things just because you may not approve of me. You know, I don't care now. You know, if you approve of me or not. I don't want to be a bad witness for Christ, but I definitely don't want to get your approval, because while I'm trying to get your approval, I'm sure that there's something that you're doing that's just not right, you know, in my eyes. So, and I don't want to get into that, because, you know, that's not the way that I want to live. Life is too big for me to be consumed about what you're doing. Now, if I see you doing something that's hurting yourself, or you're hurting your children, or, you know, something is just not right about it, then as a sister, or, you know, a sister in Christ, I'm going to say, hey, you know, hey, I noticed so-and-so, and, you know, let's talk about it. Do you want to pray about it? Do you want to talk about it? Do you need anything? Whatever. But, you know, I'm not going to point the finger at you because you have a cigarette in your mouth. I don't smoke. I don't like the smell of it. I just don't like it. You know, do I think it's a sin? I don't know. I think it destroys your body, but is it a sin? I don't know. You know, that's between God and you and God. If God told you, you know, not to smoke, then that might be a sin for you. If God didn't mention that to the other brother and he's smoking, maybe that's not a sin for him. I don't know. I'm not the judge, and that's not my job to do that. But if I notice you're coughing a lot, then I may say, hey, you know what? I noticed that you're coughing a lot. You think you should still be smoking? Maybe I would say something like that, but I'm not going to say, oh, you know, you need to stop smoking. Come on now. Why are you still smoking? You know, that's not the way I roll. That's not what I'm going to do. So should I go to the casino? I don't know. What's your conviction? You know, are you spending your rent money? Do you have grocery in your refrigerator? Are your kids walking around looking crazy because you're not taking care of them properly because you're spending your money in the casino? Then I'm going to say, no, that's not for you. That's sin for you. Because the word of God says, he that knows the right thing to do but doesn't do it, that's sin for them. So is going to the casino going to send you to hell? I don't know. You might be broke when you get there. You might be broke when you get to heaven. I don't know. If you're broke, then that might not be the thing for you to do. Okay? So it's all about perspective. And I always say that. It's all about perspective. How do you look at it? How do you see things? How does it fit you? That's the way it works for me. Now, how many times have you bought tickets? Bam, lost. 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 Oh my goodness. How many times have you bought tickets and you just lose? How many times have you played the lottery?
I'm gonna hit that number.
And you just lose. It's like you put more into it than you actually win. I mean, that's not the case for some people. Some people actually win. But most people put a lot of money into the lottery and they don't win. And they say it's for education. You know, the money that's put into the system is for education or for different programs that support the state or whatever. And that's good. So what you have to do is you have to balance things. If you're going to play the lottery and, you know, try to win money or whatever, you got to pay attention to how much you're actually putting into it, because you don't want to end up playing more than you're winning or paying more than you're winning. You want to win more than you play. Did I say that right? I don't know. But my whole point is, most of the time when you buy tickets or you play the lottery or you go to the casinos or whatever, most of the time you will lose. You will not win. And I'm not being negative or pessimistic, but I'm just saying that most of the time you're not going to win. It's designed that way. If everybody could be a winner, then the system would probably crash. The lottery system would crash. So you have to use balance with anything that you do in life. You have to use balance. You know, if you spend your whole paycheck at the casino and you haven't paid your light bills, you haven't paid your rent, your mortgage, or whatever, that's not the thing for you to do. You know, if you're buying more of these tickets than you are groceries for your children, or, you know, taking care of your responsibilities, that's not the thing to do. I'm not condemning. I'm just saying that everything has to have its proper order. Everything has to have order. You have to be orderly. And, you know, you're probably going to lose. I mean, all of these tickets, you know, they're losing tickets. These are losing tickets, okay? These are losing tickets. Sometimes you may play and you may win $25 or whatever. But did you spend $50 before you won the $25? So did you really lose $25 instead of winning the $25? You have to look at it like that, you know. And one time I was in the store, and this guy was like, oh, he won $28,000 for the year. And I was like, oh, wow. I was like, that's pretty cool. And he's like, I said, so how much did you play? He was like, oh, well, I lost 10,000 and something, but I did win 28,000. Okay, so in his case, you know, he was $18,000 up. So I guess that was a good thing for him. And, you know, that was good for him. That's not the case with some people. You know, most people, you're going to lose more than you actually win. So there has to be a balance if that's what you're doing. You know, if you think that that's not something that's good to do, or that it's a sin to do, then don't do it. You know, don't point the finger at people that do it. You know, maybe it's the wrong thing for them to do too. I don't know. But this is not the time to judge, for me to judge, you know, if it's right or wrong. I'm just saying that anything that you do it in balance. And we should be able to have these conversations where we can talk about things that we do in life. You know, life is a very, very big place to be. And people are into different things. Whether it's right or wrong, I don't know. I'm not the judge. But I'm just saying that be orderly. Don't waste money that you need to go gamble. And I say that, you know, because every time I've gone to the casino, didn't mean that I had like all this excess money that I, you know, could spend, and, you know, all the bills were paid or whatever. There are certain things that we may do to have fun. Like, you may go to a movie, but you still have a light bill to pay. You know, you may, you know, go to a dinner with your friend, but there's still a bill to pay. I'm not saying that you have to stop doing everything. I'm just saying that you have to do things in order. You know, if a lot of things are due, you probably don't want to go spend your money at the casino, or you probably don't want to go out to eat if a lot of things are due. You got to use discretion and use balance in your behavior, because you have to prioritize what needs to be paid. So it's fun to go to the casinos. It's fun to play the lottery if that's what you're into, but you have to take care of business first. You have to take care of home first, okay? Don't be putting your money on lottery tickets and your baby needs some diapers. Now, you can't do that, okay? Don't be going to buy some Mad Dog 2020 and your lights are not paid. Your light bill is not paid. You got to use some discretion and some wisdom. That's all I'm trying to say. You know, have fun. Do what you think you can do in life. You know, whatever God permits you to do. You know, whatever his will is for your life. But just do it in order, okay? That's all I'm saying. Just do things decently and in order. If you think it's a sin, don't do it. Don't tell me not to do it. But don't do it.
I'm gonna hit that number.
Thank you for hanging out with me on TeleciaTV. I have a lot of exciting things coming up. I have interviews with people, collaborating more with people, because, you know, people have things to say, and I want to be a part of what they're doing, and they want to be a part of what I'm doing. So we're going to come together and talk about some things, a lot of topics to talk about, and I'm excited. I mean, this is an exciting time, the perfect opportunity now to watch TeleciaTV. Boom, boom. TeleciaTV. I'm excited.